Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio
is
the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
Barman on Absolute Radio. He's got a face for radio, but a voice for entertainment. Absolute Radio.
Hello, dear listener. Iain Lee here. I'm in a different studio. It's all going to be a bit odd. Don't worry. We'll work it out as we get there. Last time I was in the studio, of course, I was looking at two men's penises. Oh, what a night that was. Well, here we go. I am fumbling to find all the right buttons, and I'm sure I've missed something here, but never mind. We'll get on with it. I've had a week off. What fun it was as well. I was in Kenya, and although I didn't manage to shoot a lioness, I did shoot a zebra. Yeah, I shot a zebra. Took 4 shoots, 4 bullets, 4 shots. Wasn't not proud of that. Should have been quite straightforward. I'd been building up to it. I got nervous. I shot it in the thigh, in the jaw, in the anus, and in the head. Apparently it's lucky to shoot a zebra in the anus. My guide found it hilarious when it happened. And since then, I have been keeping its eyeball in my pocket as a lucky charm. And I've had its foot removed, its hoof removed. And that is now being turned, as we speak, into a fascinator for my mum to wear at my niece's wedding. Right, you know that that's bullshine, don't you? You know that, don't you? You know that, don't you? Although when we mentioned it the week before I was going away, some of you did, a lot of you actually, emailed me and said, well, I'm never listening again, Iain. I've gone right off you, shooting zebras. Anyway, I was in Dorset and had a brilliant time. I went to Monkey World, the greatest place in the world. The greatest place. Monkey World is better than Tokyo. It's official. And we went to lots of animal sanctuaries, and we saw otters, and we saw wallabies, and we didn't see a lynx, although we stood looking through where one should have been for ages, and it didn't appear. Owls, deer. So basically, I was doing the exact opposite of what I said I was doing on the show last week, a couple of weeks ago, and more importantly, what I was saying I was doing on Twitter. There were moments when I was kind of bored, you know, the boy was in bed, and there was nothing on telly, and, you know. So I tweeted stuff. And I tweeted about being in Kenya and shooting animals. And the tweets got more and more ridiculous. And the abuse I was getting was worse and worse and worse. 0330 123 1215, by the way, if you want to give us a call. I said all those things about a hoof being turned into a fascinator, having a zebra's eyeball in my pocket. Jesus, do you know what that would feel like? They're not made of glass. And yet I was constantly getting abuse from people, saying I was disgusting, I was a hideous human being. Lots of people sending me the C word. Lots and lots of people sending me the C word. Horrible abuse. And I'm there, in a nice cottage in Dorset, chuckling away, finding this all terribly amusing. Someone sent me a question saying, Iain, I just wondered, you talk about killing zebras, but you're a vegetarian. Can I ask why? Are you vegetarian? I wrote back, for ethical reasons. She sent me a load of abuse. The lies were ridiculous and were obviously nonsense, and there was a reason behind this. 0330 123 1215. The reason behind this was, it's interesting, isn't it, what and who you believe. And I was kind of curious to know, would anyone buy this? Now, if you're a regular listener to this show, you will know I do wind-ups. You will know I'm a vegetarian. Right? Now, those two things combined, you would think would be enough to tell you that I had not gone to Kenya to shoot zebras. Also, I never say where I'm going on holiday. I generally keep these things quite secret. So there were quite a few clues there, right? So I was surprised when listeners to the show got offended and got upset. I was surprised as well when people who follow me on Twitter and who maybe don't listen to the show but just follow me because they like following someone in inverted commas who is a celebrity. Right? I'm not really a celebrity, but I've been on telly. So in some people's eyes, that makes me a celebrity. I'm on This Morning tomorrow morning. To some people, that's enough to call me a celebrity because I met Philip Schofield. I'm not a celebrity, but some people see me as that. Right. So some people follow me on Twitter because they think that's that's kind of cool. But they were getting very offended. Lots of unfollow. I'm unfollowing you. One guy tweeted me, and I can't believe this is real. It's all in text speak, and I can't remember it exactly, but it's something like, Iain, you idiot. Zebras is people too. Zebras is people too. So this is what I want to ask you tonight, dear listener. Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Do you trust some bloke who used to be on the telly on Twitter? Jon Snow got caught out this week. Jon Snow is one of the people I trust. The Channel 4 news guy. I trust him implicitly. I want all of my news to come from Jon Snow and his crazy ties, right? He got caught out this week because he believed a tweet that he thought was from CNN saying Piers Morgan had been sacked because Piers Morgan knew about phone hacking. Now, Piers Morgan is saying he doesn't know about phone hacking and he certainly hadn't been sacked. But Jon Snow kind of reported on this and then had to apologise to Piers Morgan. So who do you trust? I just want to know, genuinely, who do you trust? Do you trust people on Twitter? Do you trust the internet? Do you trust newspapers? Do you trust certain newspapers and not other newspapers? 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. We're going to start with that. Tonight's show's going to be a little bit heavy. But you can still phone in and dick around, do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, we're not Talk Sport. Tomorrow we're doing cheese graters. We're doing a whole show about cheese graters. So who do you trust and why do you trust them? Or do you not trust anybody? 0330 123 1215. I think we have to accept now, don't we, that we can't believe anything that we hear or read on Twitter. Everything on Twitter is bullshit, isn't it? Isn't it? Can you really believe anything anyone says anymore on Twitter? I don't think so. It's not the home of fact. Wikipedia, as we all know, is the home of the made-up fact. They had me down as a gay cowboy for a year. I am Christopher Lee's grandson. That is still true. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number if you want to come on and talk about that. I want to know, first of all, who do you trust and why do you trust them? You can just come on and dick around as well. We'll have plenty of that. The way it works is you phone up that number, you speak to Eloise, she takes your name and your number and she calls you back so it don't even cost you that much money. 0330 123 1215. Speak to you after a bit of Lindsay Buckingham. Seriously, that's a fantastic song, isn't it? I love that song. It is from the Chevy Chase films, European Vacation, National Vacation, all of those things. Watco sent me that. Thank you, brother. I've been looking for that song for absolutely flipping ages. 0330 123 1215. Iain Lee Absolute Radio is, years. In a different studio, so I'm just looking for the right fader. There it is. Stephen Quirk.
Hello.
Hello, Stephen. You're on the radio. What can I do for you, sir?
Yes, I'd like to answer the question about who I trust.
OK, I'm not sure I trust you, but carry on.
Yes, well, I trust animals.
Go on.
Because you know what you're getting when you look at them. But the only other person I trust is Paul Weller.
Yep.
Because he's a bloody nice chap and he knows how to have a drink.
Anything else?
No, that'll be all.
Not bad, but I will give you 5 out of 10 for that effort.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Jerry.
Monkey World.
Monkey World! It's the greatest place in the whole universe. Everybody, stop what you're doing now. Stop listening to this nonsense. Drive down to Dorset and at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, pound on the gates and demand entry to Monkey World.
I'm going there this year. I'm going to make damn sure I'm going there this year.
Do it. I love it.
Have you ever watched the programme?
I've watched some of the programme. I was into it before the programme came along, Jerry. I was one of the original fans. But yes, I have seen the programme. And we adopted... I've been there like 5 or 6 times. I think this was the 6th time. And it was brilliant because it was the first time I could take my little boy. And he just going, more monkeys! More monkeys! More monkeys! And he was obsessed. It was brilliant.
There's the leaders now.
The what, sorry?
Who's in charge of the monkey groups? They have dominant males.
They do have dominant males. I didn't get too much into the politics. It's slightly difficult when you've got an 18-month-old who has also, in the same week, learnt the words ice cream lolly. So he was alternating between going more monkeys and ice cream lolly. So it was tricky. So we didn't follow too much the politics of the monkey relationships, Jerry. We just laughed at their penises. No, we didn't. We had lots of fun. And
Gordon's got a big penis.
Who's got a big penis, Jerry?
Gordon the orangutan.
Yep, he's got a big penis. Yep.
That's how the programme is.
Oh, no, the programme's full of joy and wonder. They rescue these monkeys and they do amazing things with them. Alison Cronin does amazing things with them.
Yeah, but some of them die.
Some of them die. Hey, Jerry, some humans die. Hey, well, this brings us on to the other thing I was going to talk about. I was going to bring it up later, but we can talk about it now. And this isn't in any way connected with the whole the Morrissey furore, because I've kind of missed the whole Morrissey thing when I was away. I didn't really watch news, so I missed the whole Morrissey thing. But when I was saying I had shot a zebra, Jerry, I was getting lots of tweets from people, some of them saying I should be hung, I should have my throat slit, and I should be shot. And it got me thinking, and we can talk about the Morrissey thing a bit later on, maybe.
What's happened to Morrissey?
Well, I'm not quite sure. Morrissey said something something along the lines, and I'm misquoting him terribly, but the shootings in Norway are nothing compared to what happens on farms or something like that. I don't know exactly. I'm paraphrasing. But it got me wondering, Jerry, do we care more for animals or more for people? Now, I'm a vegetarian. And I'm all for animal rights. I'm completely anti-vivisection. Animals should be treated with the greatest respect. But if it came between a choice between killing a human and killing an animal, I would kill the animal.
Well, this is the biggest lie that people say. Say we're a nation of animal lovers, but we keep cats, dogs, lock them in all day.
Well, my cat's no. Well, no, hang on a minute. My cat has the freedom of the neighbourhood if she wants. She has a cat flap, and boy, does she make use of it. Huh?
But dogs.
Well, dogs is a weird thing. Dogs is a strange thing, yes.
He's gone on holiday. They don't know he's gone on holiday.
Is there a way you can send your dog off to go on holiday?
Oh, he doesn't know where you've gone.
But there must be a way where you can say, right, OK, Fido. Does anyone call their dog Fido anymore as well?
Fido, who's that car sticker he had years ago, Fido Dido?
Fido Dido was he the 7-Up man, or he was like some fashion, he was like a fashion thing, wasn't it, Fido Dido?
All the twat night people had it.
Mm. Well, Jerry, I feel that we brushed some of the subjects we were going to talk about this evening, even if we didn't talk about them. 0330 123 1215. Who do you trust? Can you believe anything you read on the internet? And animals or humans? Who wins?
Absolute Radio.
I kind of missed... I did enjoy my week away. I did enjoy it a lot. But I did miss being on the radio. I'm off again in 3 weeks. I've got another holiday in 3 weeks. I know. No, let me explain. My wife is half Greek, so we're going to Greece in 3 weeks. This is one of the This is one of the benefits of marrying into a foreign family. Marrying foreigners, because then you get... I'm not paying for the holiday to Greece. Pay for the cheap flights and we get to stay for free, so you can afford 2 holidays in a month. And also, I'm incredibly wealthy. I'm not. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio, 0330 123 1215. Bert's in Basildon. Good evening, Bert. He's laughing at me. I'm doing something right. He's laughing.
Oh, hello.
Bert, turn your radio off, you muppet. Oh, God.
Hello.
Is your radio off?
It is now.
Oh.
I'm about half hour too slow. Sorry, my old son.
That's all right,
you
my old
shot a zebra.
Sorry?
You shot a zebra.
What about it?
Well, you shot one, didn't you?
You're jealous.
Did you eat it?
You're
Did
jealous.
you eat it?
I'm a vegetarian. I'm not going to eat it, am I?
Ah, that's pants, man. I can't believe you shot a zebra and you didn't eat it.
I shot it in the anus on my 3rd bullet.
That's no fair. Can I ask you a quick question while you're there?
Of course you can, Bertrand.
Why don't you have an absolute 70s with things like Edwin Starr and people like that?
Do you want...
mixed it out, bruv.
Because no one here has thought of it. I bet now that you've said it out loud, Tony
Please.
and all of his team will be rustling around trying to
Please.
set up an absolute 70s. It'll be done by Thursday afternoon.
And there's some excellent music out there that you're not playing, fella. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, let's have a vote, okay? 60s,
Yes,
70s,
please.
80s, 90s, and the noughties.
All of them, they're excellent.
All right,
There's
calm down.
loads of good
Calm
music
down,
stuff,
calm
but
down,
you
calm
need
down,
to-
calm down, calm down, Bertrand.
Thanks.
Which of those decades is the worst musically?
70s. It's the truth.
Hey, come on!
Hands.
Give us a hug. Come on, give us a... Are you a hugger, Bert?
A hugger?
Yeah, do you like hugging?
Yeah, I love hugging, man.
When you meet your mates, like your bloke mates down the pub, right, to talk about
Yeah, I'll give
Motown...
him a hug, mate. Once in a while, give him a big fat hug. There's nothing
Now,
wrong
when
with
did that
at all.
happen? Because I remember when I was a kid, right, we used
me and all.
to laugh at the French. Do you kiss them? Do you ever kiss them?
Well, yeah, I've had a few beers, tongue right down the throat. That's a bloke thing, isn't it?
That's a bloke thing. All blokes when they're
can't
drunk,
admit to doing that,
have
though.
French kissed another bloke. We've all done it.
Bloody snog your best mate and get away with it.
I remember me and my friend Simon Roberts had a snog, and then Phil, who was nicknamed Filthy, poured
all
a pint
felt wrong, didn't
of
they?
he poured
But
a
you had
pint
to
of
do
beer
it.
over our head. But I remember in the 70s and 80s, right, growing up, we laughed at the Continentals, the Americans and the French, right? The Americans aren't Continentals, but we laughed at them for hugging, right? They're all hugging, and we were like, no.
You're right, yeah, it was a bit cheesy.
And then, kind of in the mid-90s, we all started hugging.
Yeah.
Predictable.
I blame Friends myself.
Yes, I've never seen... Well, I've only seen one episode, but yes, I blame
You
Friends.
might like Pants on Fire. I bet you got a missus, haven't you?
I have got a missus, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen more than one Friends, mate, I promise.
No, I've
You
only
like
seen one episode of Friends, and I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, you've been on E4 as well.
It's a true story.
Oh, I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you.
Bert, lovely to talk to you, fella.
And you, bruv. I'm listening to you. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
good, ta-ta. You're listening, but he's not really paying much attention, because I'm sure I've said I didn't shoot... Eloise, I've said I didn't actually shoot a zebra, didn't I? Oh, tried that one.
You spent the
There we
first 15 minutes saying you didn't shoot the zebra.
Do you know what? I missed you last week.
Ah, thanks.
Did you have a nice time? You didn't. You went raspberry picking.
Yes, and I bought a typewriter. Oh,
An old-fashioned typewriter.
yeah, it's
Wow.
like a 60s one.
Are you going to
Lovely.
use it, or does it just look nice?
No, yeah, and I've bought tape for it today.
Oh, brilliant!
And I'm going to write everyone letters in typewriter.
Typewriter typing is kind of the typing that a murderer would use now. It's quite scary.
It probably is.
Quite
I wrote
macabre.
my mum a nice, lovely letter, and I wrote my dad an ungrateful one because he bought me a massive spice rack, and I really hated it.
Ooh.
So I was a bit moody when I gave it, which is really ungrateful of me.
There's something in that, because my niece and nephew, they always send thank you cards, and so it was
Yeah.
my birthday a while ago, and I wrote them thank you cards because it's a nice thing to do. So maybe there is something in sending no thank you cards.
Yeah, I wrote it. It said, "Dear Dad, thank you for my spice rack. Sorry I hated it. I hope you can take it back."
Wow.
Love, Eloise.
Wow. That's quite controversial. But on your typewriter?
Yeah.
I would love a letter on your typewriter.
I'll next time, because it's at home, because I couldn't carry it back.
Wicked.
So next time I go home, I'll type you a letter.
I bet it looks cool as well.
It does look good, and also I'm a bit crap at typing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can't. It's so old. You can't. It doesn't have an erase.
Fantastic.
Button, so I was writing "don't" instead of like "don't"
Yeah, yeah.
because I couldn't spell properly.
Is it electric?
No.
So it's just oh man,
Yeah, it's
they wear a
tippity
ton.
tappity one. No, it's very little.
Okay.
And it's in like a little carrier case. No, I'll show you a photo. I took a photo of it.
Please do. Speaking of letters and photos, I came back. We've had about 10 letters, I think, for pen pal Amy.
So good.
I've read them all to make sure that there's no. Well, there's one I didn't read because it was too long, but I'm hoping there are no references to sexual abuse in there. But we've read the rest of them, and Eloise filmed me reading some of them, and that's going to go up as a shepherd's pie, maybe later in the week, maybe next week at some point. So you can still keep sending those in. The address is, out there. And there is a chance that she might be coming in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I need to chase that up a bit.
That sounds...
It's not quite what the plan was.
Scary, but exciting.
It would save us on postage if she came in and we could just hand her the letters.
Yeah.
So we'll
also because I don't even know if I'm allowed to send stuff abroad.
Oh, really? I'd send it abroad if I need to. That means going to the post office. I hate going to the post office.
know.
One of the worst things.
I could send a work experience to go.
The workies. Can I ask a question? Why are all the workies so good looking? Men and women? I'm always excited when we get one of the few emails I open up here.
Oh, to look what they look like.
See what the new workies look like. Because they're always hot. Good-looking guys and cute girls. What? Every now and then they'll have like a guy with a wonky eye and a bent nose and a girl who's a bit spotty, just so it looks like, so they can't be done for,
Well, they can't anyways. We don't ask for photos.
No. You're saying it's just coincidence that only hot people work in radio?
Yeah.
Wow, kids, this is where you want to work. Not at the moment because it's a little bit, up in the air. But once it's all settled, this is where you want to work. Thank you, Eloise. 0330 123 1215. Cola.
Oh my God.
C-O-L-A cola.
Oh no.
Coca-Cola. Ba-na-ba-bum. Are you a transvestite?
I am. How did you know?
Hey, I can tell by your balls. Now, Cola, you've called in. And you're a little bit nervous, I can tell that, but don't be nervous. Nothing to be nervous about. It's just you, me, and 12 people listening.
Yeah, I like Brummies.
You like Brummies?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think they're always honest.
Oh, you're talking about who you can trust?
Yeah.
Oh, OK, I thought you were just randomly listing regions.
No, I like Brummies because you can trust them no matter where you go.
Are you related to David Bowie at all?
Do you know him?
Well, I know him a little bit. We send each other texts every now and then.
Oh, maybe I am. I don't know.
Because you sound like David Bowie. Can you say, my name is David Bowie and I'm on the internet?
What, I can say that?
Can you say it?
I'll try. How do I say it?
You say, my name is David Bowie and I'm on the internet.
My name is David Bowie and I'm on the internet.
David Bowie's calling us up. This is awesome. David, why are you pretending to be a weird woman called Cola?
Oh, I don't know, because I am a weird woman called Cola.
So, David, you trust Brummies, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me why.
Because they like eating potatoes.
I like eating potatoes.
That is a trustworthy quality.
I love a good jacket potato. I had an argument with a Frenchman once about jacket potato. Why are you putting the potato in the oven like that? I'm having jacket potato. Did you... Now, Cole, I've got to ask you a question there. Did you just strangle a kitten? No, that was you making that noise. Wow, with your voice and everything. You squeezing your balls, yeah?
I've got to go now.
Bye. What was that about?
I told you
You did. You flagged that up. Thank you, Eloise. Excellent flagging up there. But laughter. Let's go to... is it Gil or is it Jill?
It's Gil.
Gil! Hey, Gil! Come to me, buddy. She was fun, wasn't she? David Bowie.
I thought you just might ask her if she'll please take the elastic band off.
You're bonkers as well.
You're crazy, man. You made her cry.
Hey, man, was the show always like this, or is it? Have I just come? I can't quite remember. Gil, you've called in about animals versus humans.
Yes, man. Most people, they're giving you a whole lot of hassles about your zebra rubbish, but I tell you something. If there's some places in Africa you have to do something about the animals because they just completely destroy the habitat.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
When you say, Gil, I thought you were Scottish at the start of this phone conversation. Isn't it funny how accents can confuse you sometimes? When you say do something about them, tell us what you mean.
Well, you have to put a culling program together.
And how are you culling them? With the bullies in the anus?
Yes, you have to. In the anus, yeah. Well,
Imagine being such a good shot you could shoot a zebra in the anus.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, these days if you do that, they give you a rabbit's foot for luck.
But what animals are you talking about being culled here, Gil?
But anything. These days, the animals have been protected to such a level that the poaching has dropped a hell of a lot. The animals have,
But that's a good thing, isn't it? Poaching is a bad thing.
Yeah, no, but the actual population of the animals has increased to such a level that they're destroying the actual habitat. So, in actual fact, if you don't cull them, the habitat in most of Africa won't exist in the next 5 years. Although I'm not with shooting animals for fun, for sports, and then that's wrong.
Yeah, so shooting animals for sport, I think everybody would have to agree that's a naughty thing to do.
But if you don't cull these animals, then the habitat will go, and there won't be anything for humans to live off.
Okay, but then who's more important, Gil? The giraffe or Gil?
At the end of the day, me.
Well, I think there's something in there. I do worry that when people, because there's talk at the moment here, rather boringly, of culling badgers to stop them spreading TB. Amongst cattle. And I know that Brian May, whose house I was at a couple of weeks ago, is very anti this. And there is an argument that culling actually doesn't do anything, and that it doesn't really change the situation.
Yeah, now I've been very instrumental in actually keeping badger sets together and actually building them artificial badger sets in certain areas, because in certain places, on the railways, for an example, on the embankments, they tend to live there a lot.
Yeah.
So what they do is they breed in such a phenomenal rate that they actually take over too much space.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is we go and we build them. Well, they put together a program. They build them their own little badger set, and then they move families to different areas.
Right.
But if they do get too many in one particular area, then obviously you're going to have to do something about them, don't you?
Gil, I don't know what the situation is over in Africa in relation to giraffes and zebras, but I will take your word for it.
Yeah, but I mean, on this side, if there's too many badgers at the end of a farmer's field and they start depleting his crops by their set becoming too big, then you have to push them back to where they came from so that he can carry on producing food for humans to consume.
Gil, thank you very much. 0330 123 1215. Who do you care for more, animals or humans? And if you genuinely care for animals more, I'm keen to talk to you about this. I'd like to... I got death threats, not serious death threats, but people saying I should be killed because they thought I'd shot a zebra. That's not right, is it?
White lips, pale face, breathing in.
One of the things of being on holiday, and I don't know if you're feeling the same thing, Eloise, I'm knackered.
Yeah, it's a lot harder doing late nights when we're used to earlies.
I was going, because on holiday, we'd put the boy to bed about 7, half 7, and I brought a load of DVDs. I said to my wife, we'll watch films. But we'd be in bed by half 8 because we were knackered.
That's so nice, though. Isn't it nice to get a good night's sleep?
It is nice. It is not. Although, since coming back, I've forgotten how to sleep. I can't sleep. The last 3 nights, awful.
You see, my worst thing is waking up really early in the morning.
Yeah.
8 o'clock every morning, and normally it's about 11 for me, so it's so hard.
I'm up tomorrow at half 7 because I'm doing this morning. But also, it's Fandango's birthday tomorrow.
Is it?
So I've got presents and things to deliver.
Oh, exciting.
It is exciting, but I'm going to be knackered tomorrow.
Oh, I wish I'd known. I haven't got a card or anything.
I don't know. I've got.
I'll make one.
Yeah, do that. Be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice. Well, anyway, I'm flagging a bit, is what I'm saying. I'm flagging.
We've not even got through the first hour. It has...
Did you carry on?
As I say, we've not got through the first hour.
No. Play a lot of music in the next hour. Yeah. I'm worried by this call from Milton Keynes. Emma Bison claims to have someone with her who knows me.
In the background, lots of people were saying my name as well. I didn't like it.
Oh. Emma Bison?
Hello.
Hello, Emma Bison.
Hello, how are you?
I'm nervous and I'm anxious.
You're anxious, nervous?
Anxious, nervous, anxious. Whichever way you want to put it, that's how I am.
Is that a good feeling or a bad feeling?
Well, hang on. Let me guess. Anxious, nervous. Yeah, it's a bad feeling.
Okay. Well, basically, my friend Gary says he knows you and he rings you all the time. And,
Whoa, hang on a second.
he recommends that I ring you up, basically, but...
It says on my screen you have someone... Emma has someone with her who knows you, so I don't know them.
No. Well, he recommended that I ring you.
Who is he?
You know, his name's Gary.
And where's he from?
He's from Southend-on-Sea.
Right. And has he ever rung us before?
I think he has, quite a few times, yeah.
And said what?
I don't know. I honestly can't tell you, but...
Has he got a surname?
My surname?
Gary's.
Cobain.
Gary Cobain?
Yeah. Kurt Cobain.
You're totally making that up, Emma Bison.
Yeah, I know, yeah, it's totally made up, isn't it?
I've never heard of a Gary Cobain.
And so what has Gary Cobain said to you then?
He said he recommends I ring your show and ask why you are going on this morning's show.
Well, because why not? I go on there from time to time.
They're good friends up there.
I have got no idea what you're talking about.
Got plenty of good friends up there.
Excellent. Very rarely I hurriedly cut someone off to go to Lee the Pooh Man, but that's exactly what I've done just there. Lee!
It's the Pooh Man.
Hey!
Did you miss me?
Miss is a strong and will be an inaccurate word, I think.
Yeah, I imagine. I actually know someone who knows you, by the way, for the record.
And who's that?
My old boss, a guy called John McClaverty.
Oh, yeah, we've had that, yes. Yeah. He made a terrible television series I was in, yes.
Yeah. But anyway, that's by the by. People you trust.
Yes, but this is what we're asking about. But who do you trust?
I trust the robotic voice of Stephen Hawking.
I know what you mean.
He's a robot, how can you not trust him?
Well, technically, he's not a robot, but he has the voice that he uses is indeed robotic.
Indeed.
And there is something kind of reassuring about that voice.
Which is ironic because I used to have a phobia of Stephen Hawking when I was a kid. True story.
Really?
Yeah, I used to run out of the room when he came on TV. I think I confused him with the bad guys in Battlestar Galactica.
Okay,
so
that's easily done. He didn't come on TV that often, though, did he? When you were a kid?
Scary Specsavers adverts. It was the 90s, man.
He did adverts for Specsavers?
He did indeed. Stuff like, my eyesight means a lot to me.
Oh, yeah, I suppose, maybe. Yes, well, I do remember now you mentioned it, Lee.
But, a better suggestion maybe is people you don't trust.
Yeah, go on.
Iain Collins, straightforward.
Oh, well, geez, I mean, is he still going, that guy?
Unfortunately he is, which is what I was doing last week whilst you were away shooting zebras.
Oh, man, you listen, I'm sorry. Not only was I culling zebras for pleasure, but you, as a direct result of that, you had to listen to radio. And how is 1996 sounding, Lee?
Like Iain Collins.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, sir. Let's go to Wendy in Worcestershire. Oh, hang on a second. Hello, Wendy.
Hello, how are you?
Yo, you don't care.
Don't care, no, I don't care. I'll tell you what I do care about, though.
Yeah, go on.
Trusting Billy Bragg.
Yeah, now, yes, so Billy Bragg is the person you trust.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't agree with what he says, he follows through on what he says.
Does Billy Bragg follow through?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, dear.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
You know what
I know what I mean. I was going to suggest getting Billy Bragg on as a guest, right?
I do, yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't have a clue what to say to him because I'm not a massive fan of his music. I mean, some of his songs I quite like. And I don't know what else you talk. I don't know what to talk to him. I'm not politically aware enough to have a decent political conversation with him. But he just seems like a nice bloke. Now, is that a good enough reason?
I think it is.
To get a guest on the show because he's a nice bloke?
I think it is because he'd probably make you more politically aware.
We've had people on for worse reasons.
That is true. Yeah, well, we're getting E17 on because you fancy them.
No, because I used to dance to them at school.
E17 are coming on the show.
Oh, well...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I thought to start with. And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought... Yeah, do you know what? That could be quite good fun, actually. Tony Mortimer's coming on. I'm genuinely very excited now. I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
He seems like a nice bloke. Tony Mortimer.
Yeah.
He seems like a nice bloke. Brian Harvey, who isn't in the band anymore, he's actually quite a nice bloke. He's a bit of an idiot, but he's a nice idiot.
And the
You
other
should just
guys.
get
The other
nice
guys, they look like
blokes
painters
on
and
your
decorators, don't
programme, then.
Sorry, Wendy, what was that?
You should just get nice blokes on your programme for your guests.
Oh, yeah, we should just get nice blokes on, because
Nice blokes
Eloise
on.
is a girl, girls listen, and I'm a practicing homosexual... Oh, no, hang on, no, I'm not. Yeah, no, it wouldn't work, Wendy.
Oh, you knew there was a...
Well,
it wouldn't work out.
Okay,
Hey,
this
listen,
is...
The guy who was saying about the animals in Africa and having to cull them...
Yes.
There are all sorts of schemes where they're taking elephants from one part of Africa to another part of Africa.
Yep, ship them.
Because they're short.
Yep. Well, short elephants.
They're short of elephants.
Short of elephants,
yeah,
yes.
So why all the culling?
Yeah, it does. It does seem odd. What right do we have, Wendy? What right do we have as human beings to say, "Hey, giraffes, there are too many of you. We're going to cull you"?
Well, the only right we have is that we've got the intelligence to do it, and we feel that we're more important than theirs.
Well,
so
hey,
we do.
if we had as much intelligence as we think we have, we wouldn't kill them.
No, we just shift them off to somewhere else.
Good,
where
wasn't
they were there.
it? That was good. That was almost like I knew what I was talking about there.
It was deep and it was philosophical.
Wendy, lovely to talk to you.
And you.
Thank you very much. Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
0330 123 1215. We're having it's not a serious night. People are phoning in and being ridiculous as well. Tomorrow we are doing cheese graters and we're singing songs in rounds, and that's it. That's all we're doing tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. But we are asking, who do you trust? What do you... Can you trust anything you read on the internet? Of course you can't. Of course you can't. But I think some of you do. Many of you believed I was actually off in Kenya last week shooting zebras. Hunting for sport has been banned in Kenya for 5 years. A tiny little bit of research would have told you that. Do you ever research anything you read? Do you believe any of the newspapers? Maybe you believe some over the other. Maybe you believe the Daily Mail over the Guardian, or you believe the Observer over the People. I don't know. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. More of your calls after Kooks.
Are we human, or are we dancer?
Iain Lee, Absolute Radio, 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. We're talking about who do you trust? Can you believe anything you read on the internet? You can't believe Twitter. Twitter's full of bullshine, isn't it? You know that. Who do you trust? And animals versus humans, who is the more important? Andreas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Andreas. Hello.
Hello, yes, I know you are. That's why I said your name. In many ways, it was an introduction to you so that we could start the conversation without any awkwardness. That hasn't worked. Let's see if we can get over this stumbling block and move on.
Yeah, all right. First,
we're in.
First, we cannot trust in any media information. Plus, the thing that just happened about the phone hacking and, all the media that is controlled for the government, it's, makes you doubt so much.
Well, the media isn't controlled by the government, though, is it?
I think it is. Maybe the government has contact with private enterprises and all that stuff.
The people were saying that it was the other way around, that the newspapers were in control of the government.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, hang on, that's the opposite of what you just said. You said the government was in control of the media.
Yeah, it is, but the government is the government, especially from the UK. It's like not just only a public government; it is a private government, just for the rich people.
Yeah. Would you class Absolute Radio as part of the media?
Oh, hard question. I love this radio so much.
But listen, don't worry. We're not going to stop you listening. We're not going to come around and cut your ears off if you think that. Do you think that Absolute Radio is part of the media?
Man, you killed me. You're making me eat my words.
Well, do you? And if you do you therefore think that Absolute Radio, and he said Capital then, and we know they are controlled by the government, Absolute Radio is controlled by the government?
No, or maybe in a way it is, but maybe it is it's a radio that is kind of independent radio.
Yeah.
But it is controlled by the government. So anyway, you can trust, not for the people of Absolute Radio, but just the way that the control of this government just doesn't allow you to do anything.
Now, obviously, we are behooven to rules that are that we have to comply to the rules of the land, the laws of the land, and the rules of Ofcom, which are set by the government. But we're not controlled by them in as much as I can say, as long as I don't swear and use really strong swears, and I don't libel anyone, I can say pretty much what I want to say now.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I can say that I think David Cameron is the worst Prime Minister we've ever had, and we should go and listen to you. You're cacking yourself in case we all get shot now. David Cameron, the worst Prime Minister we've ever had, and we should all go and start a revolution tomorrow. I've just said it.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, Andreas?
You can say that, but you know, once you say that, someone can take care of you. Someone can keep watching. Can keep the eye on you in any move you can make.
Someone is going to take care of me. Now, when you say
not take care, I mean.
Do you mean kill me?
No, to put the eye on you.
The eye.
Yeah, it's in a way that he will keep. He will watch your movements.
Whereabouts are you from, Andres?
Well, I'm not. I'm from Bolivia.
Okay, you're not from Bolivia. Are you from Peru?
No, not from Peru. It's Bolivia.
You are from Bolivia. Well, so this is why you're cacking yourself, because Bolivia is full of secret police, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 That's why you're scared now. Now you've opened a holy can of worms. But Andres, we're not in Bolivia. We could say I don't buy into any of this conspiracy theory of people are spying or people are reading all of my emails. No, they're not. No one gives a toss what I say. David Cameron is ugly. He's smug. He was rude to me when I met him. Let's go and take down the government. Listen to you. You're literally bricking yourself.
No.
Andreas, you say it. Go on, say it.
All right. Yeah. As for that, not to make it so exaggerated.
Come on, say something. Say something anti-government, Andreas. Come on, you can do it. Come on, do it.
I don't want to say.
Come on, do it. They won't do it. Come on.
I don't want to have enemies in this country. I love this country very much.
Oh, listen, you just want to come and live here. It ain't happening. Come on, say something. Go on, say something bad about the government.
Oh man, don't do this.
Come on, do it, Andreas. Just say something bad about the government. Nothing bad will happen to you, I promise. Go on.
All right. I think BBC is a monopolized media that wash brains of the people of.
Andreas? 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 Andreas?
Good afternoon. Globule. Oh, shit. This week, I have been mostly learning Norwegian. Yesterday, I went to see the Harry Potter film for the 5th time.
Man. Oh, what the hell?
Molecule. Ja, vi älskar detta land som det stiger fram. 412 overvanne med 1000 hjem. Globule. Am I on air yet, or am I just talking to myself? Hello, Ian. Happy New Month.
What?
Globule.
This brings back memories.
Treacle pudding. Oh no! Oh no,
Yes.
not Vinny.
Yeah.
Hasn't anyone killed him yet?
Well, more to the point, has anyone killed you?
No. I've never seen a 3D film before until yesterday.
Do you really think I care?
Well, the rest of London does, but you probably don't because
No,
you're not cultured enough.
I don't really think that anyone cares about you.
Harpsichord.
Yes.
A week ago, it was my birthday.
Yeah, and congratulations.
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything else? Yes, go on.
Treacle pudding, vestibule.
Is that it then?
Molecule.
Is that it then?
No, I've got a whole lot more to say.
Please don't.
But London wants me to.
I don't think so.
Did you know it was Yorkshire Day yesterday?
Yeah.
All those weird bumpkins up north with their strange, peculiar accents, babbling away to each other in some weird northern hobgoblin dialect, celebrating Yorkshire to commiserate with themselves for the fact that they don't live in Croydon like normal people.
Yes, because Croydon is like so good, isn't it?
Yeah. Croydon is the height of normality.
Yes. Okay. I'm sure it is. I've never been there. Okay. I think that's enough, isn't it?
Lærer du norsk? Ikke...
Oh, look. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Jeg bor I Croydon.
Before you go.
Jeg har en mor, en far, en bror, en søster, og min søster har en gutt som Alfred.
And what language is that then?
Norsk.
Okay.
This week I have been mostly learning Norwegian.
All right.
And watching the Harry Potter film 5 times.
Right.
Daniel Radcliffe is the 7th most gorgeous man in the world.
Is that your opinion?
Yes, it's been ascertained by objective scientific methodology.
Okay. Yeah. All right. This is quite boring, to be honest. So.
No, it isn't. You're boring.
Yes.
I'm interesting.
No. You're boring. You're boring. Because you don't make any sense. You don't.
Everything that
talk about interesting stuff.
Everything that I always say is always interesting for those who are intellectual enough to understand it.
Oh yeah, who said?
Me.
You.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's your opinion. So your opinion about yourself doesn't really matter.
Unfortunately, there are some people who aren't cultured enough or intelligent enough to be able to appreciate the marvels of everything that I say necessarily. So I feel pity for them. And you're obviously one of those. Globule.
Yeah, but I'm not.
No buts.
What do you mean no buts? There is buts.
Globule.
Yes, I'd like to. Go on. Yes. Is there anything else? Globule. I mean, how good is that? You tell me. You telling me that's intellectual, yeah? You telling me that's intelligent. You idiot. You idiot.
Orden saga
You
natt
idiot.
som sänker drömme på vår jord. Orden saga natt som sänker drömme på vår jord. Globule.
This is Absolute Radio. Absolute Radio.
At Orange, we know that if you want to run a successful business, you do things.
Paul, Trev, Ash, and Global Warming Rick will come to you all if there's time after this. I should remind you, dear listener, that this Sunday it's Set the Agenda, the variety night that I do with my friend James. It's moving to a Sunday. It's moving to a new air-conditioned venue. So if you've been before and were put off by the heat, it's a new, slightly bigger air-conditioned venue. It's the Camden Monarch. This Sunday, the show starts at 8 o'clock. You can get tickets online now. There's a few left online for £7, or they're £10 on the door. It's a really weird lineup, because all the stand-up comedians are off in Edinburgh doing the Edinburgh Festival, so there's not really any comedians. There's Peter Hathaway, the magician. There's a girl called Danielle who does kind of freaky circus type things. There's Dennis the Russian, who was an X Factor reject. Yeah. There's Kat, who plays the harp. We're going to show a couple of short films that people have sent us, and Barry from Watford maybe there. Maybe, we're not sure. There's someone else I'm missing as well. Who else am I missing? I'm missing someone. Anyway, that's it. So if you want to come along, go look on the Camden Monarch online. And it will give you a link to where you can buy tickets, £7 in advance, or you can turn up on the night. There should be some on the door, £10, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's a very good variety night that I think you'll enjoy. Paul! Hello, Paul.
How's it going?
Well, we're getting there. First shows back are always a little bit bumpy, and also we're in a different studio, but I think tonight's been all right.
I've missed you a lot.
I've not missed you in the slightest, but I appreciate your words.
You could at least pretend.
No.
Just for a minute. Just for a second.
No.
Oh, that's really... Oh, one day.
Never.
Oh, that's really out of order.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good job there's nothing else on at this time, isn't it?
Well, there is nothing else on. What is there? You've got Ian Collins.
My allegiance would sway.
But there's nothing to sway to. This is it. This is why they put me on at this time of night, because they know that there ain't nothing else on, so they might as well let me do this.
Our alternative is Heart. Okay, that's just 8 songs on repeat.
Oh, man alive, are they still? Hey, listen, I've got to be careful. My contract runs out in January. Who knows what doors I'm going to be knocking on?
They might come calling.
Well, they won't come calling me, but I'll certainly go calling them if I need to. They're on the list. Anyway, what do you want?
What do I want? I want to tell you a little story.
I want to tell you a little story.
Good story. Are you comfortable? You sat comfortably?
I'm sat back in my chair. Yeah, I'm feeling good, man.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm at work, so just you carry on. I'm putting out breakfast cereals.
I'm at work as well, Paul, to be honest. You know what I mean?
You're at work, sat down. I'm at work putting out breakfast cereals.
Well, you should have got a job that allows you to sit there. How can you be... You're stacking shelves, right, in Tesco's or something, yeah?
No, I'm at a hotel, and I've literally just got to put out cereals, and I've just spilled a little orange juice.
Oh, well, that's easy then. Well, hang on, you're putting orange juice out now?
No, I'm just stocking it up, you know, but I just spilled it all down myself.
Well, that's your problem. I'm not bothered. Go on. Tell me. Well, I know it's your problem. It's not my problem. That's why I don't work in hotels.
It's a horrible problem. It's a problem I have.
Just tell me what you called in for.
You're not letting me get there. All right, so today I lost all dear respect for my poor mother.
Uh-oh, what has Mum done?
It's a bad time, isn't it, when you do that?
Yep.
But I was sat at this... It was a wake after a funeral.
Yep.
So obviously, you know, the comedy's there. And she was kind of eating, and she started kind of muttering around about meat or something or other that she was saying. And I said, what the hell are you on about?
What are you talking about, woman, for God's sake?
Exactly. I was like, Mother, come on. And she was like, well, there's bacon in this quiche. I went, so? She's like, she's been a meat eater all her life.
Yeah.
And she goes, my trainer at the gym, he's converted me to vegetarianism.
Can you convert to vegetarianism? Wow, okay.
Apparently so. Apparently it's a cult.
Yeah.
And she says, and in the meantime, every time I eat meat, I've got to mutter a short sentence about how I'm killing animals or something. God knows what she's rambling on about.
And the trainer at the gym has got this in her head.
Well, this is what I said, right? I reckon the gym, she's going to raise in some sort of Nazi cult or something.
Yeah.
And they want to convert everybody. But so what they're doing is they just try it out on vegetarianism.
Yeah.
And then see how that
works,
goes. And then they just carry on. Next thing it'll be, I don't know, convert to whatever. And then it'll be...
Convert them to full fascism and trying to take over the
world. That's the one. And then slow steps.
Wow. This is...
So we'll see. What I'll do is I'll give you little updates on what my mum's newest convert is.
Yeah, please do.
And then we can see. what the hell they're trying to convert.
But so they're trying to convert her to vegetarianism, but yet she was still prepared to eat the meat.
Exactly. But after making a chant, if you make the chant, it's fine.
Okay, well, maybe I should...
Zulu tribe chant.
Hey, Paul, thank you. Maybe I need to find out what the chant is so I can eat a bit of meat. I don't know. Thank you very much for that, Paul. 0330. We'll tell you, actually, we've got enough kind of calls lined up. Well, maybe we'll do some calls straight to air a bit later on if we run out. Let's go to... it's Rick!
Ah, yeah.
With you and Looney John and Vinny. It's like an old LBC show tonight.
Yeah, I'm back.
But with listeners, yes.
Did you miss me?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like you.
Oh, why is that?
Because you're an idiot.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you just say that.
I know, I said it. Kaboom. I just said it. Those words came out of my mouth, and I mean it.
Oh, what's the funny hearing that you killed some animals in Africa?
Yeah, I went to Kenya and I shot a zebra in the anus.
Ah, sick.
Did you like that, Eloise?
Yeah,
made you chuckle.
Yeah, I want to talk about the people that I trust, yeah. I trust, the people I trust the most is the Taliban. Because they say what they mean and mean what they say.
Well, now listen, you're being slightly flippant, but you do know where you stand with the Taliban.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't agree anything they stand for, but you know exactly what their rules are and what their structure is.
Yeah, because if they say you're going to be flogged for adultery, they will flog you.
They will flog you. They will do that.
Yeah.
There's no messing around. Yes.
I trust the Taliban more than I trust Tony Blair.
Now listen. I have to tread carefully here because I don't want to offend anyone. But I would there is the report in the Iraq War is coming out soon, and there are 4 question marks over this report, over the evidence, and they do say in this, apparently it's not come out yet, but that some of Tony Blair's answers were not very trustworthy. And I don't know if I can completely condone what you've just said, but yeah, it's an interesting thought, Rick. Could you go and live under Taliban rule?
Not really. Because they might flog me. Yeah.
Are you adulterous?
No, I'm not.
No, but you like playing with yourself, and they can flog you for that. I think masturbation more than 8 times a day is punishable by flogging, Rick.
Sick as well.
So you'd be in well big trouble. I think they'd probably cut a hand off for that.
Ian, can I stick to Eloise?
What do you mean stick to her?
Hi, Eloise.
Hiya.
How you doing?
I'm good, Rick. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Did you miss me?
I love you. You're one of the few callers I'll say that to.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. Yeah, Eloise, do you have any pets?
No, I wish I had one because I need one to kill all my mice.
Oh, I used to have a pet rabbit once, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's his name? Her name? Its
no,
name?
I used to have a pet rabbit.
No name?
No, but I don't have it anymore.
But what was it called?
Snuggles.
Oh, is that because you snuggled with it?
No, I had him for dinner.
Oh.
Yeah. I also used to have a pet frog.
You ate that too?
He went in the pot, yeah.
Some kind of casserole going on there then.
Yeah.
So is this what you wanted to chat to me about? Eating your pet rabbit, Snuggles?
Nah, because my benefits were late, yeah, so I didn't have a choice.
You know they do like a can of beans at Asda for like 9p.
No, I don't like beans, yeah.
But you like frogs.
Rick, if this is your attempt to try and chat her up, I can assure you this is not the way to go wooing a lady.
Can you give me some tips then?
Yeah, don't talk about killing rabbits and eating frogs.
Oh, sorry, Eloise. I'm very sorry. Yeah.
Rick, maybe phone up tomorrow and try again.
All right. Is it all right if I call you tomorrow?
Well, I suppose so. But if you can't make it, don't worry.
No, I'll call you tomorrow, yeah?
Thank you, Rick.
I haven't finished, yeah?
Well, you kind of have.
Well, do you know why it took so long to call you back, yeah?
Were you in prison again?
I wasn't, seriously, because, well, I'll tell you what happened, yeah?
You mix some more beers.
Because my benefits were late.
Right, okay. Well, Rick, call us tomorrow and tell us about why you were in prison. Why do you like him, Eloise?
I think I love
creepy.
him. I think he's hilarious.
Oh, he's horrible. Trev and Pietro will be with you after this. Oh, Steely Dan, yes, please. Trev, Pietro, stay there. We'll come to you after Bon Jovi, and then we'll take some calls straight to air for the last 15 minutes before Mark Crosley comes on at 1 o'clock. There you go. Vinny, there's been a tweet about you.
Really?
From Nicky Grudgin. Okay. And he's created a hashtag, which is hashtag aren't you tired of at Iain Lee letting Vinny talk shit.
Okay.
So what he's saying is...
Yeah.
And I think he's saying what a lot of people are thinking. He's bored of you talking shit.
Yeah, I hardly ever call in anymore anyway, so how can he be bored?
I just think, well, I think even on the few occasions that you do call in, those calls are so tedious that it makes us feel like we're living our lives backwards, but very, very slowly, whilst being pricked by needles.
Alright then, like what? Or like when?
Like now? Just off the top of my head, like now?
No, well, you were the one who started the conversation off, so...
Well, start what conversation off?
Oh, about this tweet.
Well, I'm just pointing out that this tweet is in existence. It's on the internet now. People can go and see it, and it's Nicky Grudgin.
Yeah, you said, I asked for an example, and you gave me this one. So,
Okay, I'll give you another example.
Yeah.
Your previous call.
What about it?
Well, you asked for an example of something, and I'm giving you that.
Okay, why?
Well, because you were talking shit.
Yeah, why though?
I don't know. Why were you?
No. Why was it shit?
Because that's what you were talking.
Okay, you're talking right now.
Well, you're talking it right now.
Okay.
Well,
right,
thanks for calling. Pietro!
Yeah, it's nice to hear you. How are you, old lad?
Pietro!
Old friend. We
Well-
pretend very well to be friends, don't we?
We're not friends, though. I dislike you immensely.
Immensely.
Turn the radio off, you
I'll
muppet.
take that as a compliment, okay? I'll pretend.
Turn the radio off and then shove it up your bumhole.
Are you talking to me?
Yes!
Okay, sorry. Right, do you get Larson?
Did I get Stieg Larsson?
No, Larson effect.
The Larson effect?
You know what that is?
I
when
don't
you
know.
Get the beep.
Hang on a second. Eloise, have you ever heard of the... Oh, no. Have you ever heard of the Larson effect?
No.
It's when you hear, like, when the microphone goes...
Do you mean like this?
Well, it's very loud, usually.
But like this?
But I don't know. Anyway...
That's called feedback in this country. You're saying it's called the Larson effect?
That's what I was called.
This is fantastic. Oh, from now on... It's called the...
Yeah, you got it.
That's it. That's the Larson effect. Who the hell is Larson, man?
Apparently some scientist who...
Imagine, right, the feedback...
I was told in Italy, I don't know if you know the first Italian radio station that was private called 101 Network.
No, I don't know the 101
Radio
Network.
Milan International.
I do not know the 101 Network, no.
Okay, it's...
But imagine that, there's this thing called feedback, and then suddenly the scientist tries to get his name on it, and goes, no, it's Larson effect. Well, we call it feedback. No, it's the Larson effect. No, we did. That's
Whatever,
awesome.
whatever.
It's the Larson effect from me from now on, Pietro.
Nice one, Eloise. It's nice.
I'm Iain.
I've spoken to her because
she's a nice girl.
She's trying really hard at doing her best, and I'm happy.
Yeah. Eloise, you're trying really hard at doing your best, and that's making Pietro happy.
Oh,
it makes me frustrated.
Yeah, because I'm still not there.
No.
It makes him frustrated because he's there in the radio, you know, and
I'm not
he
I'm
wants
not up there
attention as well, you know, he wants whatever.
I'm just
Anyway,
trying my best.
Yeah, you do it well. Anyway, are you French by any chance?
No. Me?
No, Eloise.
Oh, sorry. Eloise, I've been meaning to ask you that since the first day I met you, and I never got round to it.
What is it that makes you think that?
Well, the name?
The beret and the onions.
Eloise, c'est français, quoi. C'est français, it's French.
Je ne comprends pas.
Tu comprends. Eloise is French.
It is, yes.
And she is French.
The name is.
Also, I would say the French accent gives you away ever so slightly, Eloise.
Oui.
Listen, Ian, did you try on... I saw a few things on the internet, like some time ago you were sort of doing martial arts or something,
No,
yeah?
no.
Okay, all right. Because Bruce Lee, you know...
I did Kung Fu many, many years ago, like about 23, 24 years ago.
You tried martial arts?
That's correct.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm curious and I ask questions, so that's how I am.
Okay.
But basically, there was a connection in the call earlier on when they talked about masturbation and then about, all of a sudden, about frogs. I felt there was a connection. You know, when frogs are tiny and very young, they look like sperm. Like very big sperm.
Pietro, thank you very much for calling. Oh, I need another holiday. Trev!
I trusted John Peel.
Yes, John Peel you could trust, definitely.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely. I never really listened to his show. I kind of got it every now and then, and I wish I'd paid more attention.
It's a shame. I used to lay down at night listening to a little
Tranny.
There
we go.
Tranny. Yeah, it was Tranny.
Yeah.
On my pillow and that.
There we go.
Know? So
Yeah.
I trusted him. Anyway.
Yes.
I've got a new angle on the people versus animal debate.
Oh yeah, go on.
Well, basically, I went to my sister's wedding at the weekend.
Yeah.
And her little daughter, 6 years old, she loves ladybirds. She's running around catching ladybirds everywhere, and she likes crickets too.
Yeah.
But sometimes she pulls a few legs off the cricket.
Oh.
Now, where does that stand in the old people v animals debate? Who can say against it?
I used to blow up ants using a magnifying glass.
There we go.
And I'm thoroughly ashamed of it. And I wish my mum had stopped me, but she didn't. When my little boy, when he sees ants, he goes ant, and he kind of prods it with his finger. And he doesn't mean to, but he kills it. And so I'm teaching him to be a little bit gentle with the ants. You imagine having a giant baby crush you.
Well, this is it. Who do you save? Who do you kill? You know.
Well, I said the question earlier on. If I had to choose between shooting a dog and or shooting an animal and a human being, I would go for the animal. I'm kind of thinking though, if it was my cat, and let's say a nonce, you know what I mean? Don't laugh. Eloise laughing at that. I don't know. Or it was a sex offender. No, let's not. Okay, so I've got my cat and I've got Gaddafi in front of me. I would probably shoot Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Eloise, that's a very serious theosophical question.
It's definitely going to come up that you'll have to make the choice.
Yes, well, it might do. You never know. You don't know.
I do know.
You don't know.
I do know.
Right, one day you're going to get a text saying you're never going to believe what I've just had to do. Well, Trev, thank you for that.
Well, cheers for that too.
There we go. I like it when they're in what I like to call a drunken state. It's quite easy to end the conversations. You just kind of pretend that they've said something.
Yeah.
Go, well, thanks very much for calling. Oh, yeah, no, thank you. Oh, lovely.
They're happy, you're happy.
Everyone's happy, apart from the listener. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Jimmy, mate. What's happening?
It's Jimmy's film review, Jimmy.
What's going on, mate?
What is going on, fella? Have you seen any films?
I've seen some films. See, you know, I'm out. I'm just walking into my house now, so I ain't really got the list of actors and that, but I just thought I'd call and say hello, like, you know what I mean?
Wicked, man, wicked. It's good to talk to you. I didn't realise this was... Eloise asked if I wanted you, and I said no, but I didn't realise it was film review, because I didn't quite...
It clearly says on the screen, Jimmy's film review.
No, it doesn't. It says Jimmy's Phil.
No, it says Jimmy's film R.
It doesn't on my screen.
That's a fib.
It doesn't on the top. Come have a look on the top one. It doesn't say that. Okay. Now he's on. It says Jimmy's film review. So sorry, Jimmy.
I could tell you about the film if you want, but I can't tell you no.
Well, I tell you what. Give us.
Hello, Ian.
Yeah, hang on, Vinny. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Jimmy, give us a little teaser for tomorrow. What film is it you're going to be talking about?
All right. This is the lowdown for the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me to watch a couple, innit?
Yeah.
So I've watched Sucker Punch.
Lovely.
Which was all right.
Don't give away too much.
I ain't going to say nothing else apart from I watched another one called The Fountain.
Oh, okay, lovely. Have you seen any of those, Vinny?
No.
Okay. I look for... So, Jimmy, you going to call us tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a shout, man. Give you the lowdown.
Okay, we look forward to it. We've had a lot of complimentary tweets and emails about your film review.
Really?
Well, two. And one of them wasn't very complimentary, actually.
What did they say? Did they call me a waste man?
They did. They called you a waste man, yeah. But it's not as bad as what the people are saying about Vinny right now on my Facebook page.
What are they saying about Vinny?
Hang on, they've put it on my private page. I agree with Philip Perry says, I agree with the Twitter bloke. I can't be doing with Vinny. He is tedious and talks SH1T. If I wanted to listen to SH1T, I'd call or listen to Ian Collins. That's about you, Vinny.
All right, then, I just want to say one thing. I hope you get jumped.
Now, what does that mean? That means like
Talking
stabbed.
to you, Ian.
I think he's talking to me, Jimmy. Does that mean like stabbed or something?
It means like a gang of people
Oh,
gonna
well.
beat you up.
I hope I get that as well.
Hold on. Vinny's from like where's Vinny from? East Ham or
He's from
something?
East Ham, yes. The
Yeah,
gangster
they like.
country.
Do you know what? I grew up not far from there. They like a bit of jumping around there.
Yeah, but I think Vinny maybe Vinny means a different kind of jumping. That kind of
Nah,
jumping.
what?
Well, Jimmy, listen, we're out of time.
Oh, never mind, man.
I'll speak to you tomorrow, fella. I look forward to it.
Nice one, man.
There we go. See, you're not keen on the Jimmy's film review, are you?
No, I love it.
Oh, I
Why
thought
do
you-
you think that?
I thought you weren't keen on it because I thought you said to me that you quotes, I'm not keen on the Jimmy's film
I've
review.
never ever said that. The only thing that I've said is you said, do you think we could get him into a screening? I said, I don't know because I never get sent them. That's the only thing I've ever said bad about it. But I've always found him funny.
I'm going to see Planet of the Apes on Wednesday morning.
I'm coming along.
Can we get Jimmy in? If I promise to be responsible for him, can we get Jimmy in to see the new Planet of the Apes film on Wednesday morning?
I don't know because it says all DJs only. It's a special screening, isn't it?
Because I've got to introduce Andy Serkis next week.
Why don't you do the email to Paul?
Why don't you let him dress up as you in your clothes? You let me do it the other week. Thank you, Eloise.
Bye.
Mark Cross is up next. We're back tomorrow at 11. Go and download the podcast. Go and buy tickets for Set the Agenda. And we'll be back tomorrow at 11. We are talking cheese graters and we are singing songs in the round. Oh, boy, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Shut the bedroom